Hi, Capricorn. This is your reading for the time period of September 1st to September 14th, 2019. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome and thank you for subscribing to Imani's Light Work, okay? So I hope that the summer has been treating you okay, and we are in Virgo season slash Libra season, okay? So let's see what energies come through for you for the month of September, at least the first half of September, okay? Because I heard them talking about me or it or whatever it is, but let's see what's going on here. All right, Capricorn. The Three of Wands energy is underneath, but I get a Sag. But they've been talking. So if you're dealing with a Sagittarius energy, they have been talking. So either they're talking about how you spend money. So a Sagittarius energy may be talking to other fire signs about how you spend money in a business deal or throwing it away. So someone may deem you to be throwing money away, or you deem those elements to be throwing it away, but they vacation. So the fire sign energies that you're tied to, they vacation, but there something is also secretive into them vacationing and not telling you. Like it's Sag and Aries, so a Sagittarius energy and an Aries element, they took a vacation, or they took a vacation without you and didn't tell you, or Sagittarius energy separate from the Aries, but hiding something. So when I said Sagittarius separate from the Aries, they're hiding something. So I had the truth about something. So either you work with those elements, you go into the workplace and you work with them, and these are coworkers that are being really shady, or it's like a business deal that you have with the fire sign and is hiding vacations, or they're hiding the fact that they took one without you, or they you deem them to be throwing money away because of a vacation that they took, or they deem you to be doing that, but I didn't do anything yet. So you're telling those elements, I didn't do anything yet, I didn't use my money on a vacation yet, I didn't do this, that, and the third yet, but they may not believe you. But someone's also going on here with an Aquarian energy, has been asking. So an Aquarian energy has been asking one of those fire sign and where's their money. So an Aquarian has been asking the fire sign energies, where is their money? The Aquarian energy could be asking the Sag that, the Aries that, whatever, but they all work together. So all the fire signs, in addition to the Aquarius energy, but they're a co-worker. So when I said in addition to the Aquarius energy, the Aquarian energy is a co-worker, but something's going on. Something is like a two-part situation here. So the fire sign energies, either you go in and you see them in the regular workplace, or something's going on where you have a coworker. The Aquarian energy could be your coworker, or vice versa, the fire signs or the Aquarian energy. But something's going on where the Aquarian secretly works with Sag. The Aquarian secretly works with a Sag. So either you're in a separate business deal, separate from the fire sign energies that you see, and the Aquarian energy could be, I got a friend. The Aquarian energy could just be your friend, but they're interconnected to your coworkers, or they're interconnected to a secretive business deal but didn't know that they were involved with that as well. So a secretive business deal that you have going on with the fire signs, you didn't know that your Aquarian energy, that's a friend, you didn't know they were interconnected to that. So the Aquarian and the fire sign energies could be coworkers, but you didn't know the level of involvement that the Aquarian had with the fire sign energies, or you're in the business deal with the fire sign energies. The Aquarian extracted. So you're in a business deal with the fire sign energies, but the Aquarian energy is extracted, or they were involved, but you're finding out something. They were involved, but they're extracting themselves from you because you're starting to realize that they're involved. So something's really secretive about an Aquarian energy's involvement, but they're trying to extract themselves from the fire sign energies that you're in a business deal with. But something's really shady about that, or the fact that the Aquarian energy didn't involve with Sag, the fact that the Aquarian energy did not tell you that they were involved with a Sag, something is major about them not telling you that they were, and someone's coming out about that. Hence the reason for the disappearing Aquarian. Okay. Or something's going on with the fire sign energies and is splurging money, and the Aquarian energy didn't receive their money from them. I get only a Sag. The Aquarian energy did not receive money from a Sag, but I keep getting did not know that they were involved. You did not know that the Aquarian energy was involved with that business deal that you have going on with the fire sign, particularly the Sagittarian energy owes them money. The Sagittarian may owe the Aquarian money, and that could be why the Aquarian energy disappeared. Just depends on what's going on there. However you want to look at that situation, or something's going on with vacations, and the fire sign energy is taking vacations. Your business partners not telling you when they're coming back as well. So your business partners may be taking vacations, but they're not telling you when they're coming back from their vacation. It just depends on, or you're finding out that they took one because of an Aquarian, or an Aquarian is involved, and the Aquarian is involved to the point where it receives part of your money. The Aquarian is involved to the point where they receive part of your pay, or they receive money that belongs to you that the fire sign energies give them. But it's keep them quiet also. It's to keep them quiet. Or the fire sign energies, may think that the Aquarian would betray them for some reason, because you have a close connection to the Aquarian. You do or you do not, but you keeping them quiet. However you want to look at keeping the Aquarian quiet. So keeping them quiet is to stop them from revealing something to you that the fire sign energies are doing, or the keep them quiet is so that they stop complaining about something. Just depends on what's going on there with the Aquarian and the fire sign energies. The Chariot card is in the starting point sign of Cancer, but I want to be with them. So the Cancerian, if this is a Cancerian energy, you want to be with the Cancerian energy, but can't be found also. So either you're thinking about them and they can't be found, or fire signs told you. So when I said thinking about them, it can't be found. They can't be found. The fire sign energies told you, but went missing. So the fire sign energies, they may be trying to explain to you that I can't. They're telling you that a Cancer went missing, or play it with Scorpio. So a Cancer is with a Scorpio, and that could be the reason into why they're missing. But they miss you. So a Cancer is with a Scorpio, but they actually miss you. That could be something. That could be something that Sag is relaying to you, or the Aries elements, whatever fire sign, all of them. That could be something that I get. When I said all of them, I get business partners. So if this is business with the fire signs and the Cancer and the Scorpio, this could be a situation here where you may do business with fire signs and Cancer and Scorpio element, but Cancer and the Scorpio element may be extracted from that business deal, but they didn't receive money. So the reason for their extraction is because they didn't receive money, but deals with Aquarian also. So the Cancer and the Scorpio are just the Cancer. They deal with an Aquarian energy also. And the fact that the Aquarian energy is extracted, they know where they are. So the fact that the Aquarian is extracted, or they want to extract from a business deal that you did not know that they were involved in, they may want to tell the Cancer something, or that told them to extract also. So the Aquarian may have told the Cancerian energy to extract also, and that could be why the Cancer is with the Scorpio energy there. But I want to see them. So that could be why the Cancer is with the Scorpio. But that information that the Aquarian energy relayed to the Cancer, that could be why you want to see the Cancer, but they're hiding. So the hiding and the extraction is because you didn't know that involved with a Sag. You didn't know the Cancer was involved with a Sag. The Aquarian energy deals with the Cancer all the time, but I feel betrayed. So the Aquarian dealing with the Cancer all the time, you feel betrayed by that information. But why didn't they say anything? So you may have had inklings that the Aquarian was tied to the Cancer, or they interact with each other often. They interact with each other often about you, but that's what a Scorpio said. So a Scorpio said that an Aquarian and the Cancer, they talk about you all the time, or they complain about you all the time, but I keep getting Sag. So they complain about the fact that you're involved with a Sag, or the fact that you're in a business deal with a Sag, but they take from you. So either the Cancer, the Aquarian, the Sag, they take from you, or something's going on with the Aquarian and the Cancer. They complain to each other about the fact that you're tied to a fire sign energy, or energies that take from you, but you need to extract. So the spirit is like you may need to extract. That could be why the Chariot the Chariot as itself is here in your starting point there, but I don't know where to go. So the Chariot there in your starting point is I don't know where to go. So if it's not business deals, if it's not only a business deal, then it's just like coworkers, and I get that betrayed. It's just coworkers that betrayed you in some way. And the Cancer and the Scorpio and the Aquarian, they could be co-workers that know something. They're co-workers that know something they know why something interesting is going on with you with the fire signs, or people that you work with are in a separate business deal. People that you work with are involved with a separate business deal with business partners that you have, but you didn't know you didn't know those co-workers. But Aries, you did not know that certain co-workers were interconnected to an Aries element that you're tied to in a business deal, or their family member, whatever it is. But that's the secrecy. So when I said you didn't know that part, that coworkers were involved with an Aries element that you do business with, or that you live with, or that you work with. That's the secret. That's the secret, because the coworkers are interconnected. Your coworkers are interconnected, or did their own research also. So your coworkers may have done their own research also. But why the Aries though? So coworkers doing their own research. Either you have coworkers that took it upon themselves to do research into a private business deal that you have going on, but it's affecting the work that you have going on in your workplace. So for some reason, a business that you're tied to, or a business deal that you're a part of, if for some reason it's affecting for some reason it's affecting either the relationships that you have with other coworkers, or it's affecting, like, for some reason. Okay, this is like you go into this is like having, like, you go into a regular workplace, but you may also be I get extracted from that also. You go into a regular workplace, but something is going on with also being extracted from that for some reason. But I get because of the Aquarian. So you're extracted from that for some reason, but it's something that the Aquarian energy did or said, or some private investigations, because the Aquarian energy did a private investigation on a business deal that you're involved with, separate from your workplace. But that's why you're not going back somewhere. So somebody did some type of private investigation without your permission, and that's why you're not going back somewhere. But they're not supposed to do that. Like from the other reading, they're not supposed to do that, with the Chariot energy being in the starting point. But should I call the police? So the Chariot energy in the starting point is, should I travel to go call the police? That may be something that Sagittarius energy finding that out. That may be something that a Sagittarius, or one of those fire sign energies, that may be something that they're finding out. But protect them. So you may need to protect them, or you are that them. They may need to protect you. Somebody is saying protect them, or protect a business deal. But I'm trying to do that. So you may be trying to do that, or the fire sign energies are acting out because they think did something on purpose. They think that you did something on purpose also. So it just depends on what's going on. So it feels like business deals, and people not knowing that certain people were involved in business deals. So, and because that's coming to your realization, and something there some part of that you didn't know, there's a need to extract. Or someone that you've been spending time with is secretively involved with your business partners, or your coworkers that you go in with. Somehow they have business plans. Somehow they formulated a business plan without you, or somehow something's interesting or shady about a business plan that they have, but the business plan is interconnected to a separate business that you have, the other besides the one that you go into. Somebody's trying to be interconnected. I get the Aquarian is trying to be interconnected to that, and you're thinking that you should call the police, but they disappeared. You're thinking that you want to call the police, but someone disappeared from that, knowing that that knowing and that secrecy that you're finding out with business partners, and shadiness, and the reason to why certain people are disappearing and extracting themselves, or you yourself are doing that because of secrecy, or what you're finding out period about Cancers and Aquarians, and what the Aquarian energy did, or the fact that this is like you go into a regular workplace. You may have your own business on the side or something, but someone did a private investigation. So when I said you may have your own private business on the side or something, somebody did their own private they conducted their own private investigation without your permission. You didn't want someone to do that. And it could be the Aquarian and the Cancerian and whichever energy, somebody did that, or Scorpio, but they all did that. So all three of those elements may have done that to some extent. They may have done that, but they're not supposed to do that. They're not supposed to do that. So that could be where the energy is, why I want to call the police, because the calling the police is coming from the fact that something is the calling police is that someone could be acting out or revealing something. Someone may be trying to reveal something about that they did, or the fact that they were involved in that could be what's coming out, or you are responsible for revealing that. So it just depends on what's going on. Whatever. Interesting. The Six of Pentacles energy is there for your waiting position. It could be you could be traveling to tell or sign something. So the Chariot is you traveling to tell other earth sign energy something, but I get a Taurus. So the Six of Pentacles is that either a Taurus and what an Aquarian did. A Taurus needs to tell you what an Aquarian energy did or what they together. The Taurus could have been secretively working with Aquarian. So the Taurus may have been they do or they have been secretively working with the Aquarian. But what are they talking about? So what is the Taurus and the Aquarian energy talking about? Or I'm nervous. So you trying to figure out what they're talking about. Some type of conversation that they're having is making, but how to get job back also. So they're trying to figure out a way for you to get your job back. It's a 6 card. So this could be a conversation that they're any day with a 6 in it. So it could be September 6th that they're having that kind of conversation. It could be August 26th, which is the same date I'm doing this reading on, but that's when they're going to receive a call, or that's when they're having a conversation with each other. But how do you know that's happening? So something's interesting. You may know that an Aquarian and a talk often. You know that an Aquarian and a Taurus element. You know I get about your business partners. An Aquarian and a Taurus, they talk often about your business partners. The fire sign energy is your business partner, Cancer, but interconnected. So when they hit Cancer, the Cancer is interconnected to a business deal, or they're connected. They have some type of relationship or secretive relationship with fire sign energies that are your business partner. But I didn't know that, and something's going on with finding that out. The Taurus and the Aquarian did their own private investigation. The Taurus and the Aquarian did their own private investigation into the fact that you did not know that a Cancerian energy was involved in that. That's why the Aquarian talks to them, or that could be why the Aquarian energy could be giving them that. The Aquarian could be relaying that information that you're finding out. The Aquarian, that something that you're finding out, the Aquarian is relaying to the Cancer, and the Aquarian, and something that you're finding out, the Aquarian is relaying to the Cancer, and that could be why. That could be why the Taurus and the Aquarian set up some type of private invest on your business deal. That could be why a Taurus and the Aquarian set up something like a private investigation on your business deal. But it's not. It's something's going on with like a legitimate thing. Something is not legitimate. Like something is not real, or something isn't official. That the Taurus and something isn't official or legitimate about something. Either something is something that you're doing. Okay. This is interesting. This is something. It's like something's going on with like something. However you want to say legit, something that the Aquarian and the Taurus are doing, or something that they're trying to do to save your business. Something that they're trying to do to save your business. So either it's a private investigation that they're conducting on their own to save your business. It's a private investigation that they're conducting on their own to save your business. But something about a business is either it's legit or it's not. It just depends on what's going on. But they see. So when I say legit or not, they see. So either they observe, either this is legit. So when I said that this is legit. So something that you're doing, either something that you do or something that you're involved in with the fire sign, they don't think is real. So something that they think that something that they are finding out that you're involved with the fire signs, they don't think that it's official. They don't think that it's legit, whatever, but they criticize. So they don't think that, but they constantly criticize that. Or something's going on here where they're trying to conduct their own private investigation into a business partnership or a business deal that you have separate from the fire signs or with the fire, but they want to be a part of it. So when I said separate from the fire signs, some type of business that you have going on, or something that you have going on, period, they want to be a part of it, but they want to be with you. So one of those elements want to be with you. This could be a situation here where the Taurus and the Aquarian want to be a part of your business. Taurus and the Aquarian, they want to be however you want to look at be a part of your business. Like they be a part of your business, like they observe that, okay, either it's a business that you have going on with the fire sign that they inserted themselves into, and something there, some level of that, knowing that you have something there, you did some level of that you didn't know, because it has something to do with the Cancer and the Aquarian and Taurus, but interconnected. They're interconnected to a business deal that you have going on, but you didn't know that, or something's going on with the business deal that you have separate from the fires they want to be a part of. A business deal or a business that you have separate from the fire signs, the Taurus and the Aquarian energy, possibly the Cancer, or the Cancer is extracted, or they're distant for whatever reason, because of envy. The Cancer is distant for whatever reason because of envy, but the Aquarian and the Taurus, they're conducting their own private investigations because they want to work with you, or they want to be a part of your private business. They want to be a part of your private business separate from your workplace, separate from a business deal that you have going on with the fire signs. Your private business could be funded by the fire sign energies, or that could be why they want the ends on that. But something they deem something to either be legit, and that could be why they want to insert themselves into it. They deem it to be that way, or some type of business deal that you're in with the fire sign energies. They don't think it's real. They do not think that it's real. But something that you do on your own, they want to be a part of. They want to fine tune. So something that you do on your own, they may want to fine tune it. If it's an Aquarian and a Taurus, or if it's just a Taurus, like they have a good idea. So when I said if it's just a Taurus, they may have a good idea into how to fine tune. Either this fine tune your own business that you have that you run on your own, or fine tune something may be new about that. But I get an invitation. When I said something may be new about that, you may be getting an invitation to learn how to do your own business, or something's going on with business funding and promotion, everything. Taurus helping you with that, promotionary things and stuff, things of that nature. The Taurus may be helping you with that. Or if it's not your own business that you start up on your own, or some type of business deal that you have going on with the fire sign energies, then it's a workplace where Taurus has a good idea. It's just a workplace that you go into where a Taurus that you work with that's a coworker, they have a really good idea how to fine tune. They have a really good idea into how you can fine tune your business or your work ethic and things of that nature. But I didn't ask them something also. So you may not have asked someone to help you with something there. So either it's a workplace that you go, okay. The Chariot energy with the Six of Pentacles, helping earth signs. So you're helping the earth signs. You may be helping the earth signs, or other earth sign energies are helping you with a business that you have. So this is like you go into the workplace, and some you may have interesting interactions with bosses and supervisors, things of that nature. But the Taurus in your workplace may have or an Aquarian, they may have sometimes a tactic with them also. So they may have a very interesting tactic, or they have a really good business plan into how you can fine tune your work ethic, into how you can fine tune the work, your functionality in the business, or they just have a really good idea into the functionality of a business that you have separate from one that you go into. But I didn't ask them. So they're just doing that on their own, but you didn't ask them. Or something's going on with a business deal that you have separate from a workplace. You just have a business deal going on with the fire sign, but they inserted. You just have a business deal that you have going on with the fire sign energies, but somehow the Taurus and the Aquarian energies, they inserted themselves into, I keep getting functionality. They inserted themselves into that because they observed that something's going on interesting with the functionality of the business that you have going on with the fire sign energies, but they want to, I almost said extract. They could be in that already, but they're extracting. They're finding out something. They could be in that already, but they're extracting, because the reason for the extraction is because you're finding out that they're involved, but you didn't know that they were, or they're inserting themselves into it. So for some, you have Taurus and Aquarian energies that they feel a need to insert themselves, or Taurus and Aquarian energies, they're extracting themselves because they're realizing that you're starting to find out something, but why a business is the way it is. So either a business that you run on your own, why it is the way that it is, or something's going on with what you going into the workplace, and something interesting going on with you when you go into the workplace. Taurus and Aquarian, it's some type of conversation that a Taurus and the Aquarian energy had, could be the reason into why something interesting is going on with you in the workplace, or they inserted themselves into something that you have separate from what you have going on with the fire. Something that you have going on with the fire sign energies, they inserted themselves into, interfering with it. They're interfering with that, but they're interfering, wrecking havoc. They're interfering is wrecking havoc. So either the fire sign energies are going off, but I feel like I need to apologize. So fire sign energy is going off. You feel like you should apologize to the fire signs, or should you apologize to the earth sign energy? energy is for being involved. The earth sign energy may be apologizing to you for being involved, or secretively, whatever, but only Taurus. So I said when secretively being involved, only Taurus is secretively involved with that. Or the Aquarian talks to the Taurus often about their involvement. The Aquarius talks to the Taurus often about their secretive involvement, or they're just involved, period. But it has to do with functionality and workplace functionality, or they're trying to be really involved. They deem a business that you run on your own to be legit, so they want to be involved with that. But they have a very interesting idea into how you can fine tune that, which is good. But you didn't ask someone to be involved with that. You didn't ask someone to. They just want to give their input, but you didn't necessarily ask someone to be involved in that. It just depends on what's going on, or something's going on with a business deal that you have going on with the fire signs. I keep getting extract. They're extracted, but because you're finding out something, or they feel the need to insert themselves because they see that something is wrong. They feel the need to insert themselves into a business deal or some type of business that you have going on the fire side. They feel the need to insert themselves because they observe that something may be wrong there. It just depends on what's going on. All right. Interesting. The Nine of Pentacles energy is in the present, but I need to save money. So the Nine of Pentacles is I need to save money. It's a 9 card. So saving, like I said from the beginning, save money. You're not sure about having enough money for a vacation, but Taurus helping you. So not sure if you have enough money for a vacation. A Taurus may be helping you there. That's why the 6 of Pentacles, if it's not only them being involved with your business with an Aquarian and Cancer, things of that nature, and fire sign energies, then the 6 of Pentacles and giving back. Yes, you're giving back to the earth signs, but it's also earth sign energies. If it's a Taurus, they also give back to you as well. But Virgo extracted. So the Taurus giving to you is that a Virgo energy is a Virgo energy out of nowhere. They're extracted for some reason, or whatever. A Virgo is extracted, finding out what Taurus is doing. So the Virgo is extracted from some type of giving that the Taurus is trying to help you with. The Virgo is extracted because they're finding out what a Taurus is trying to do for you, but they're jealous. So a Virgo may be jealous of that situation, that feeling that a Taurus has with you for whatever reason. But Aquarian told them to do something. So that Nine of Pentacles is that an Aquarian energy may have told the Taurus to do something. The Aquarian energy, but spy. Something's going on with a spy. Something wrong with spying. So the Aquarian energy may have told the Taurus, either it's a business or spy on you. That's why the 6 of Pentacles energy is there. So an Aquarian may have hooked up a Taurus to spy on a business that you have, like your own separate business, or spy on you in the workplace, but that's why they look at you like that. So when I say spy on you in the workplace, that could be why a Taurus and Aquarian look at you interestingly, or something's going on. I'm going to get to that example in 1 second. So, or something's going on with a separate a business that you have with the fire sign energy. They're spying on a business that you have with the fire sign energies. And Aquarian and the Taurus are spying on, or the Aquarian hooked up the Taurus to spy on you. Whatever. It could be social media stuff that the Aquarian energy hooked up the Taurus to do that, or the Taurus may just be doing it because of an Aquarian. The Taurus may just be doing that for an Aquarian, or the Aquarian energy is doing that. But I get disguised profile. So when I said Aquarian energy doing that, or Taurus, whatever, something's going on with a disguised profile. This is like this is interesting. This is like, before I go on that other example with whatever, this is a situation here where you didn't know you're being spied on. Also, you did or you did not. But so I keep getting concealed profile, concealed something. So something's going on with like this could be Instagram or Facebook, but Taurus pretending. So when I say Instagram or Facebook, a Taurus is pretending. So, or the Aquarian, whatever. But something's going on with one of those elements. They have a disguised profile, or they have a their profile is disguised, or it's actually this is a situation here where you have two coworkers. I'll just give this example. You have two coworkers, Taurus and the Aquarian energy. I'll just go with that example. But two different people. But one of them may be pretending to be the other. So they're taking this is like the Taurus takes, this is like the Aquarian energy is taking, what do you call it? The Aquarian energy is taking the picture of the Taurus, but they're setting up an account, but it's not really you think that it's the Taurus, but it's really the Aquarian, or the Taurus or the Taurus is creating an account as taking the picture of the Aquarian and using Aquarian energy's picture. And that's the secret, or that's the secrecy, the shadiness that they're doing there. So this is like, you think the Taurus is looking at you, but it's actually the Aquarian, or it's actually the Aquarian, or it's what do you call it? Or it's the Aquarian is looking at you, but it's actually the Taurus, but they swap pictures. So those elements may have swapped pictures online, on Instagram, on Facebook. They swap profiles to pretend to be each other, but it has something to do with spying on you for whatever reason. But why are they doing that? So Nine of Pentacles within the present is, why are they doing that? Why are they spying on you? Whatever it is. This could be a situation here. I wanted to get to that other example that I was getting in that. The spying on you and things of that nature, and trying to help you with functionality and business and your business partnerships and things of that nature, or your functionality in the business, is that something's going on where they have a tactic, and the spying on you is trying to make sure that you maintain the hard work that they put in for you. The spying on you is trying to make sure that they maintain the hard work, or the blood, sweat, and tears that they put in for you to keep your job. The blood, sweat, and tears for you to keep your job. Something that they did, a conversation that they had. If they just want to make sure that you follow through. They want to make sure that you follow through with a business plan that you promised that you would. But they're the two of them, or however many of them, they're behind they're behind the scenes of helping you save your business. But something's also going on here with them, but Instagram. Something's also going on here with those elements in Instagram, and you didn't know if they were spying on you, but boss asked them to. So a boss may have hooked up the Taurus and the Aquarian energy to spy on you on Instagram, on Facebook, whatever. They asked a boss or supervisor or another family member, whatever, somebody asked them to spy on you there. So the fire sign energies could be family members that hooked up the Aquarian and the Taurus to spy on you, or it's business partner that really like you. It's business partners that really like you, but there something interesting, something maybe interesting about their liking, or trying to help you save business. So something is interesting about their liking, because the Nine of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles, they're trying to help you save your business. The Taurus and the Aquarian, they're trying to help you save your business, but somebody has a really interesting way. I keep getting spying. Somebody has a really interesting way into helping you save your business, or help you fine tune it, but spying is involved with that for some reason. It just depends on what's going on. But something's interesting there with that. Okay. Your future has the Five of Wands energy. I'm going to get back there in a second. Okay. Your instincts has the Seven of Swords. All right. So making plans secretively. So the Seven of Swords is making plans secretively, either to travel, either go help Earth signs, or the Earth sign energy is the Earth sign energy may be making secretive plans to help you. It's also air sign energy. It's also air sign energy, like the Aquarian, like Libras, like Gemini, but want to have fun with them. So you may want to have fun with the air sign elements, but tied to Taurus. So however many of those air sign elements, they're tied to a Taurus, but they didn't know that. So you didn't know that certain air sign elements were tied to a Taurus, but sees that they're trying to help you. So like Libra. So a Libra sees that a Taurus is trying to help you, but talk about you all the time. So the Libra observes, or the Libra, whatever air sign, or the Aquarian, whatever air sign, or all of them, whichever, they all work with them. So when I said all of them, they all work together. The Taurus, all the Taurus elements work with the Aquarians and the Libras and the Geminis. They all work together there, but Gemini doesn't know what's going on. So when I hit Gemini, a Gemini energy may not know what's going on, but a Taurus is tied to a Libra and the Aquarian energy, converse about something about you all the time. So the Libra, the Aquarian, the Taurus, they converse about something about you all the time. A Virgo that you're tied to is extracted because of jealousy. A Virgo that you're tied to is extracted because of jealousy, but it's only because you're starting to realize, it's only because the Taurus is trying to help you, and something is making a Virgo jealous, or by Libra also, something is making a Virgo and a Libra jealous or envious of the Taurus trying to help you there. It just depends on what's going on, but save business or save partnership, stay in a job, whatever it is. But the Earth sign energies, they just want to maintain functionality. They just want to make sure that you maintain your functionality. The fire sign energies may want to make sure that you do, you, but leaving them. So the fire sign energy is making sure that you maintain your functionality in business or a love partnership, whatever, that you're leaving them. The Seven of Swords energy, you secretly making plans to leave them, but leaving with Taurus. So you're secretively leaving with the Taurus, and you're not telling your fire sign business partners that that is what you're doing there. That you're not telling your fire sign energies that are partners. You're secretively trying to lead for a Taurus. You're secretively trying to lead them for a Taurus or the Aquarian, or they know that. So when I hit Aquarian, they know that you lead within the fire sign energies. Know you lead within the Aquarian energy all the time. Particularly a Sag. Particularly a Sag knows that you interact with Libras all the time, or you talk to a Libra about a Taurus all the time, but they're annoyed by that. So talking to a Libra about a Taurus all the time, the Libra's annoyed by that, but they're envious. So the Libra is envious of that conversation that you keep having the conversation that you keep talking to a Libra about a Taurus. The Libra is annoyed by that because they're envious of that. But Gemini leaving. So when I said that a Gemini energy may be leaving, the Gemini energy may be leaving. But where is the Aquarian? So the Seven of Swords energy is where is the Aquarian energy also. So you may be trying to leave with them, or you're trying to leave with them and a Taurus, but trying to take them up on their offer also. So you're trying to take up an Aquarian and or a Taurus up on their offer, or you are taking a Taurus up on their offer. And that's what's making a Virgo and a Libra that they're tied to. That's what's making a Virgo and a Libra that's what's making a Virgo and a Libra that Taurus is tied to, or an Aquarian, whatever. The Aquarian is not envious. They just don't Taurus attention. They just may not really feel, or they're not really feeling the attention that a Taurus is giving you. But something's going on with the fact that a Taurus is tied to a Libra. They're tied to a Libra and a Virgo element that they're leaving. Those elements may be leaving the Taurus, but the reason for that is because the Taurus keep looking at you. It's only because the Taurus keeps looking at you, but they're looking at you. They're looking at you is love. If they're looking at you as turning into love, or they're looking at you is getting to the point where they want to help you with they want to help you keep staying a job. They want to help you maintain functionality in the workplace. They want to help you stay in a business deal, or think you should leave fire signs also. The Taurus thinks you should leave fire signs. That's why the Seven of Swords energy is there. That's why the Seven of Swords energy is there. But I keep getting where is the Aquarian. So the Seven of Swords and the instincts is where is the Aquarian. So you're looking for the Aquarian. The Aquarian could be with a Taurus having a conversation. The Aquarian could be on the phone with the Taurus having a conversation, or they're just with a Taurus having a conversation. This depends about your business, about your business partnerships that you have going on with the fire signs, about workplace stuff. But they have information on that. So the Aquarian and the Taurus have information on workplace stuff. They have information on jealous Libra. They have information about a jealous Libra. They have information on why Virgo and Gemini envy. Why Virgo and Gemini energies are leaving because of envy, or they're extracting themselves because of envy, whatever. But boss likes them. So the Gemini and the Virgo elements, a boss likes them, a cousin likes them, another housemate, somebody likes those elements for some reason. The fire sign and prefer them. So the fire sign energies may prefer a Gemini and a Virgo like element, or whatever. The fire sign energies may prefer them for some reason, or a boss or supervisor prefers them. It just depends on what's going on. That's why the Seven of Swords energy is there. But I'm leaving. So the Seven of Swords and instincts is I'm leaving. You're leaving, whatever. You're leaving with the Taurus, but took them. I keep getting took them up on an offer. The leaving with a Taurus is that you took them up on their offer. A partner or friend that they have, or business partner that they have, can't stand something that's going on. So a love partner or business partner that a Taurus has and its air sign element, they can't stand the help that they're giving you. They cannot stand the help that they're giving. That's why the Nine of Pentacles energy is there. But Taurus paying for something. So the Nine of Pentacles that a Taurus is paying for something. But where's the Virgo? So when I said Taurus paying for something with a Nine of Pentacles in the present, where's the Virgo? Where's the Virgo? They may be hiding from you. Don't like you also. So a Virgo may not like you, or you're tied to them, and something's going on with something interesting may be going on with, but they disappeared from you. So something interesting is going on with them, but they disappeared from you. But the Taurus attention. The reason for that is because the Taurus is giving you attention, and they may have been tied romantically or for fun, or they were a business partner to the Taurus, but don't like them. So they were a business partner to the Taurus, but either you don't like them, or the Taurus doesn't like the Taurus may not like a Virgo anymore, but deem them to be annoying. So the Taurus may deem the Virgo element to be annoying. whatever. That could be why the Taurus is trying to help you, and the Aquarian. That could be why the Taurus and the Aquarian energy is trying to help you. But something's going on with a disappearing Aquarian, because you're finding out what they're doing. So the reason for the disappearing Aquarian is because you're starting to find out what they're doing. Have a conversation with a Taurus on how to help you with your business, or something's going on with private investigations with both of those elements. But Libra annoyed. So private investigations with Aquarian and Taurus elements, the Libra's finding out that they're doing that, and the Libra's becoming really annoyed by that. But that's why a Virgo left. The Libra becoming annoyed caused a Virgo to leave. A Libra becoming annoyed caused a Virgo to leave. Whatever. Wow. Interesting. King of Pentacles energy is in the accomplishment right next to the Chariot. If you look at this from left to right, it literally looks like Taurus. It literally looks like you're traveling with the Taurus to a Taurus. You're traveling to them, from them, whatever. The Chariot is going towards them. It's going towards them. You know, this element could also be you if you're a dude. This element might functionality. So this element could also be you, but someone's going with your functionality. That could be why coworkers are helping you, or you are, if you're a female, you're going with somewhere with this element, but they paid for something. So the Chariot right next to the Taurus, whatever. I also get Virgo, the Virgo male, the Virgo male, the Taurus male, whatever. It could be another Capricorn energy that's a male, but they're friends. So all these earth sign males, they're friends to you. You could be a female and these energies are friends. Particularly the Taurus is a friend to you for whatever reason. Particularly the Taurus is a friend. You work with them, but hiding from you also. So the Chariot right next to them is that you're traveling towards them, or traveling with them, or whatever, or something's going on with them hiding from you. Something's going on with them. They're hiding from you. So either early on in the reading, either it has something to do with some interesting, that finding out what they're doing with Aquarian. Either has something to do with the fact that you're finding out what they're doing with an Aquarian energy, if it's a Taurus. You're finding out what they're doing with an Aquarian, the private investigations, the secrecy with the Facebook and Instagram, but it's not them. The secrecy with the Instagram pages and things of that nature, it's not them. It's not them. So something is extreme with you following someone. This is like you have a coworker that's disguised. You have a coworker that they're disguising them. You think that you're following them, but it's not really them. Like they use somebody else. They use somebody else's picture, or it's another coworker that's disguised as that might feel betrayed. It's another coworker that, like I said early on in the reading, it's another coworker or business partner or whatever that's disguised as them on social media, and you feel betrayed by that for a reason, for whatever, but they really like you also. So when I say you feel betrayed by that for whatever reason, they really like you. Like that ending part is really interesting. Like I don't even know where to go from there. When I ran through that example, they really some type of movement or action that they're taking. It's something it's interesting about it, but it implies that they like you. But why are they doing that though? So it implies that they like you, but you're trying to understand why they're doing that. This could be a situation here where someone may be something's going on interesting with them. Like something's going on where like they may follow you online. Either it's not really them, and they hooked up someone else, or another coworker, another family member, or whatever. They found this could be an interesting situation where they could be a family member that they found. It sounds interesting. It's just an example. They could be a family member that found someone else's So they could be a family member that found somebody's, like they found a picture of someone that you work with. So you're thinking that you're following someone that you work with, but it's actually stalking you. It's actually a family member that's stalking you, or it's a business partner, or it's a business partner, or a coworker that really likes you. It's a business partner or coworker that you have that really likes you, and either they're literally following, or they use a picture of another business partner or coworker, or your family member, copy it and paste the picture and put it on their profile, but it's not really. But it's just a disguise, so that you won't know that's really them that's following you. Someone may not want to look like a stalker. Also, that could be why someone did something the way they did. A family member may not want to look like a stalker or whatever. They copied and pasted a random picture of someone, and they put it as their profile page, so they won't know. But I get uncle when I said that also. So You may have an uncle that's doing that, your uncle or a cousin or a brother. Somebody may be doing that there, but to spy on you. Someone may be doing that, but it's only to spy on you. But for some reason, they don't want you to know that you're looking at their page, your page all the time. They don't want they may not want you to know that they're looking at your page all the time. So there's a couple of millions of situations going on here. So either this energy follows you. This energy follows you. Like they literally they follow you. So if they're not copying and pasting somebody else's pictures, but it's a trick. So when they're copying and pasting somebody else's pictures, it's a trick. So they're doing that or they're not doing that, or they follow you, or something's going on with a family member is disguised, and someone's interested about that, and that keeps looking at you, a family member or uncle or cousin, they keep looking at you, or it's a coworker or friend that you have that they're copying and pasting other coworkers and friends' pictures over there, so or they're making swaps so they won't look like they're obsessed, so that they just won't look like they're obsessed with you or something. That's why the Six of Pentacles energy is there, but I know what's going on. So the Six of Pentacles is there because you know what's going on, or you know what the Aquarian energy is doing with the Taurus, or the Aquarian energy knows that the Taurus is swapped something. The Aquarian knows that the Taurus swapped something. However you want to look at swap something, they swap profile pictures, they swapped Instagrams with the Aquarian, they swap whatever, but it's a private investigation. So when I said swap Instagram, swap Facebook, swap profile pictures, it's a profile, yes, it's a private investigation. It's a private investigation, or a private investigation is being conducted around you for some reason, or somebody just doing it on their own, whatever it is. This could be a situation here also. Someone may have a very interesting perspective into how to protect a business deal. Fire signs hooked up. So the fire sign energies that you do business with, they may have a very interesting perspective into how to protect a business deal. So their way of hooking up the Taurus and the Aquarian, their way of protecting a business deal is hooking up Cancers, hooking up Taurus, hooking up Aquarian energies, whatever they hook them up to do that, whatever, or they hooked them up. They told them to follow you. So they told the fire sign energies, may have Sag, whatever. They Aries, the fire sign energies. They told all of them. They told the Aquarian. They told the Taurus to follow you, but Libra is annoyed. So a Libra that knows that is annoyed. So the Libra could be tied to the Taurus, but thinks they should extract from something. So the Libra thinks a Taurus should extract from something. Does a Taurus think that a Libra disappear? A Taurus may want a Libra to disappear. A Taurus may want a Libra to disappear from a business deal. They may want a Libra to disappear from a workplace, but they cause problems. So a Libra may cause problems for some reason. The Taurus deems a Libra to be causing problems, but they're tied to that element. So something that a Taurus, either the fire sign energies that you do business with, they hooked up a Taurus and the Aquarian energy to watch you or spy on you online or offline or online, or swapping profiles and swapping pictures, but they were paid to do that. Those elements may have been paid to do that by fire signs, but their love partners are finding out that they're getting paid to do that. Their love partners or their business partners are finding out that they're getting paid to do that on you. They're finding out that they're getting paid to do that on you. So their love partners, the love partner, but the Taurus love partner, the Libra, the Virgo, the Gemini, that's why they're extracted. If they're getting paid to do something, they're finding out that the Taurus and the Aquarian energy are getting paid to do something interesting. And you may not have known that, or you're finding out there. That's why they're disappearing. So you finding that out is because that's why they're disappearing. But their own love partners or business partners they want to extract from them because they don't like the business deal that they're in. They may not like the business deal that the Taurus and the Aquarian energy that they're in on you there. Or if it's not anything like that, then the Libra and the Gemini and the Virgo, they're just envious. Those elements are just envious, and they're annoyed, but they're just annoyed by a Taurus and the Aquarian energy giving you attention. And one of those, or however many of those elements, maybe their love partners or their business partners or their friends that they're extracted. Those elements are extracted. That I ran through this now. But it's only because of people's attention towards you or whatever, trying to help you, and just somebody's getting paid to help you, or somebody's getting paid to conduct private investigations and things of that nature, or they just did something on their own. So one of those elements or both of those elements may have just done something on their own, They may have just done something on it. Oh, the calling the police from the beginning, fire signs. The calling the police from the beginning could be coming from the fire sign energies, or the fire sign energies could have they're trying to take action into their own hands by calling the police. So that could be something that the fire sign energies are doing. But the order of protection also. So the fire signs may want order. So either the fire sign energies hooked up these elements to do that, either the fire sign entities hooked up those elements to do that, or they don't know that that's happening, or they don't know that that's happening. That could be why. But someone is starting to interfere with their job, so or their personal and private life that they have with the Aries. So something is going on. Something is going on with the fire sign energies of the Sag and the Aries, the Leo and the Aries. Someone's interfering with their, but someone is interfering with something that they have going on because of a Taurus and the Aquarian. Something is going on interesting with something that they have separate from you that's going on business that they think that is unscrupulous. So the Aquarian and the Taurus think that some business that the fire sign energy are doing is unscrupulous, but you're a part of that. But you're a part of that business, but some part of that business that the fire sign energies have going on, you're not involved with that, and that could be why the Aquarian and the Taurus are hooking up people. That could be why Aquarian and Taurus are hooking up people. They're hooking up people like they were hooked up to do, or they're doing something on their own. They may just be doing something, and a boss and supervisor. This could be a situation here where you go into a regular workplace, and like I said earlier on, you go into a regular workplace, but something's going on interesting with a bit with something's going on with you could have a separate business. Like I said earlier on, you may have a separate business going on with fire sign energy separate from a workplace that you go into, but something's going on with your business partners. They have some type of interesting addition to their business that you didn't know about, but people that you work with are taking it upon themselves to conduct a private investigation into your business partner's separate business that you have going on with them. But something there you didn't know that your business partners were doing, but your coworkers or other business partners trying to give you the heads up into what's going on. So other business partners or coworkers trying to give you the heads up. Your business partner or your assistant, this is what they're doing. This is what they're doing to make money. This is what you may be finding out. Yes, you may or may not be finding out, or something is interesting into the way somebody called the police. Something is interesting into the way you're finding it out. But the reason for that is because somebody called the police. Somebody called the police there. But something's interesting about that because of the Cancer. The extracted people. The people that were extracting themselves got a cut of money. The people that were extracting themselves, they got a cut of money already. Like they may have gotten before somebody tried to call the police, whatever. They got a cut of that, but I didn't know that was happening. So your business partner, this is like your business partner has a really interesting addition. This is like you have a regular business where you may sell things, but somebody that you're attached to, someone that your marriage partner, your love partner, or someone that you do business with, they have a really interesting addition that illegal. They have a very interesting addition to the business that you have with them, but it's illegal, and they're running that part of it, and they're not telling you that they're running that part of that business. They're not telling you that, but someone that you work with or live with conducted a private investigation into that, and they could have ended up calling the police there. Hence the reason for the Facebook stalking, the Instagram stalking, whatever. But they want to see if you're involved with that also. So whatever they found out that your business partner was doing, your partner, whatever kind of partner or business, whatever, something that they want to know if you're a part of that also. They just want to know whatever some part of the business is unscrupulous, but that's what a Taurus sees. So some part of the business is unscrupulous, and that may be what a Taurus sees. And conducting the private investigations and the Instagrams, and they want to see if you're a part of that also. But I'm not. So you're traveling towards them. You're trying to tell them that you're not. That could be why the Six of Pentacles energy is there also. And they're trying to pay for things, want to take you away from fire signs. The Taurus elements, the Aquarius, they may want it, but they're involved. They're involved, but at the same time, they want to take you away from fire sign energies, or they don't think that you should be involved with the kind of business that business addition that you didn't know that the fire sign energies added on, that is something that is shady or unscrupulous about it, or something is illegal about it and Taurus thinks you should extract. So something is illegal and the Taurus thinks you should extract, and that could be what people in your workplace are finding out about you, and that could be why you're not somewhere, but Taurus trying to save you, and Taurus is trying to save you. Aquarian trying to save you. A Libra that Taurus is tied to is becoming jealous and envious of that, because they're not receiving that kind of attention. So the Libra may not be receiving that kind of attention. The Virgo may not be receiving that from a Taurus. They're not receiving that kind of attention from a Taurus for whatever reason, whatever the interestingness that someone is inserting themselves into something that you have going on is for, Wow. Interesting. The Judgment card is in the spiritual self right next to the Six of Pentacles, but I am leaving with them. So the judgment is that you're trying to leave with Tauruses and Capricorns and helping them. So you're trying to help Capricorn energies as well. You're trying to help them. You know what I mean? You're trying to help them in the spirit. The judgment in the spiritual self is the judgment being in your spiritual self is that people may be judging you, that you may be, however you want to look at judge, good or for bad. People are judging you. But like I said, the business partners, you didn't know business partners were selling drugs on the side or something. Or you didn't know that. But the reason for that is because a coworker took it upon themselves to do a private investigations. This is like you go into a regular workplace and you have a love partner and your coworker that likes you, that wants you to pull away from a lover that you have. A coworker that's fallen in love with you or fell in love with you. They want you to be separated from. They want to separate you from a toxic business partner that you have, a toxic lover that you have. But something that your business partner or lover is doing you didn't know. And they did their own private investigation, and they disguised their Facebook and Instagram profiles so they could watch your partner. They did that so they could watch your partner also. Somebody did that so they could watch your partner. Did your partner do that? Watch a Taurus. Your partner may have done that to watch a Taurus. Your own love partner, your own business partner, they may have done that, and an Aquarian. They may have done that to watch a Taurus and an Aquarian energy, or they may think that you do that, but you don't need to do that. So you may not need to do that, but they feel a need to do that for some reason, or the Taurus is doing that to them. That's why I said earlier on in the reading, I didn't ask that. I keep getting conduct private investigation. I didn't ask somebody to conduct a private investigation, but the judgment right next to the Six of Pentacles is that somebody is already doing that on their own. A family member and uncle keeps watching you. When I have family member or uncle, they keep watching you. For some reason, or cousin, they keep watching you. But some is private investigation about that. So either they were hooked up by the fire signs or not. Or just doing something on their own to get you away from the fire sign energies. Or they want to they know something that the fire sign energies are doing that's unscrupulous in business. And some part of that you don't know. And that's why they're watching you. They want to see if you're involved. They want to see if you're involved in that. Or they're just hooking up. Or they hooked up, the Aquarian and Taurus, they just hooked up people separately to watch your partner or whatever it is. Or they did that to you. Or they're doing that to you. Or they want to be with you, or someone obsessed with you. Someone just does not want. Someone just does not want to. Somebody in your family or somebody you work with or that likes you or whatever. Someone just does not want to look like a stalker. Someone just does not want to look like they're obsessed with you. Do you not want to look like you're obsessed with someone, or it's more so them that's doing that, and that could be why they did something. Or something that's even more extreme but something that's private investigation tied about that, or business partner secrecy tied about that, or they're watching your business partners on their own. You didn't ask them. I didn't ask somebody. Six of Pentacles energy. Family members could be doing that. Lovers, partners, business partners are doing that on their own, or your workplace wants to see what you do on the side. Your workplace, they just want to see what you're doing on the side. They just want to know what you're doing on the side, but somebody has a really interesting way into finding out what you're doing on the side from your regular workplace. Something that's interesting and weird about that. Okay, your mentality has the Eight of Cups energy there. Eight of Cups usually implies uncomfortable feel at work, uncomfortable feeling in the workplace, Uncomfortable feeling in a business deal, uncomfortable feeling in your home, whatever. It can't sleep also. So when I said uncomfortable feeling in home, you can't sleep. The Eight of Cups energy, it can't sleep. But where is the Aquarian? So the not being able to sleep is, where is the Aquarian energy? You're gonna hook the Aquarian energy to do something, or keep looking for them, and they disappear. You can't sleep because thinking about them all the time. For some of them may have happened to them also. There's that. The Eight of Cups is, you're thinking about them, is that they something either happened to them, or somewhere conducting a private investigation. They're just somewhere conducting a private investigation. That could be why they're not in house. That could be why they're not at work. That could be why that could be why they took a week off from somewhere. It's an 8 card also. We're still in August, but that's when they disappeared. So the eight card is that you're still in August, but that's when they disappeared. The calling the police and things of that nature is calling the police with the Chariot right next to the King. They have information. The calling the police with the Chariot right next to the King of Pentacles is that they may have what happened to Aquarian. They just have information on what happened to the Aquarian energy. That's what the Eight of Cups is there. Seven of Swords. Something interesting happened to the Aquarian energy for some reason. Like I don't know, something bad or something strange happened to them. Like I get something about drinking also. So they may have been somewhere drinking. They may have been somewhere drinking with you or with you or without you. But it's something's going on with stress with them also. So they may have been somewhere drinking. But something's going on with stress with them also. But I should have called. So something's going on with stress and drinking. I get embarrassment. So something's going on with stress and drinking and embarrassment with the Aquarian energy. And the Earth sign males have information what happened to them. The Earth sign males have information on what happened to them. Something interesting happened to them. Something's weird. Like something's creepy. Like the Eight of Cups with the Seven of Swords. Something extreme. The call of police is that something extreme may have happened to them for some reason. You know, something weird may have happened to them. The Judgment card and the spiritual self right next to the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles energy is what you may have been waiting on them, but not hearing from them. You may have been waiting on them, but you're not hearing from them for some reason. So either there's somewhere, someone's creepy though. Either there's somewhere, either the Aquarian energy is somewhere conducting a private investigation, or something happened to them that was strange. But I keep getting drink. Something interesting happened with them with drinking. So either they, something happened with them. You know, I don't know. Something's interesting there. Okay. What's changing is the Eight of Swords energy, all right? The Eight of Swords energy, communication, but police. So the Eight of Swords is communication from police officers. You may, but I keep getting about Aquarian. There's communication about an Aquarian energy, you know? Something's heavy with them for some reason. So something happened to them because of drinking. Something happened to them because of drinking. Something strange happened or something interesting is going on with them. So either something's going on with alcoholism with that element, or they went missing, or they were drinking somewhere with the wrong people. They may have been drinking somewhere. Something didn't happen yet also. So they may have went drinking somewhere with the wrong people. Something's going on with them going somewhere and drinking somewhere with the wrong people, but should have got out of business deal also. They should have gotten out of a business deal that they have going on with your business partners. Something extreme happened with that. So, okay. Oh my God. This is interesting. This is like oh my God. Someone's gone drunkenness. This is interesting. Like the Aquarian energy got drunk. The Aquarian energy may have gotten drunk, but something is stress related about it. Did not receive money. So something is stress related about it, but it's because they didn't receive money. So either they didn't receive money from your business partners. Like either they didn't receive money from your doing something extreme. So they may not have received money from your business partners, and they're trying to do something extreme. And the doing something extreme could be what do you call it? The doing something extreme could be what do you call that? Could be interfering with a business that you have going on with the fire signs, or a business that you have separate from them, or trying to dismantle something. They may be trying to dismantle a business that you have going on with the fire sign energies, but acting out interestingly. So they may be acting out interestingly. That could be where the calling the police is coming from. But that's what a Taurus said. So that could be what the calling the police is coming from the Taurus. The calling the police is coming from the Taurus, or someone is stressed and depressed also. Something is stressed and depressed about them also, but but it has something to do. It has something to do with them being interconnected to the fire sign energies that you do business with, and them not receiving money. They're acting out. Them not receiving money, and they're acting out really interestingly to the point. There's threats. They're starting to act out really interestingly to the point where someone's going with threats with them, or you think they're going to threaten you or something, or they want to threaten a Taurus. They may want to threaten a Taurus. One of those elements wants to threaten. If it's not an Aquarian energy, but the reason for them acting out like that is drinking. The reason for them acting out like that is because of drinking. But I'm scared also. So someone's gone. You may be scared also. Something may be making you scared that how the Aquarian is acting, or if it's not the Aquarian energy, then it's just a Gemini energy left, but they have a drinking habit also. So when I said Gemini energy left, they have a drinking habit also. If it's not that, then something may be going on with a Libra that the Taurus is tied to, or some depression. If they may have that kind of stuff going on, that could be why they're leaving them. That could be why a Taurus wants to leave them. That could be why a Taurus wants to leave a Libra. That's why a Taurus wants to separate from the Aquarian. That's why an Aquarian energy disappeared, but they were caught drinking. So Aquarian energy disappeared. They were caught drinking, or you were caught drinking with them. But something is extreme about you being caught drinking somewhere with them. And the Taurus has information on that, whatever the situation is there, you know? But something the foundation of this is because shady business deal. The reason for why things are happening the way it is because it's weird behaviors that people have in drinking and acting foolish is because of some unscrupulous business. But part of that you didn't know. But somebody's acting out oddly and drinking and doing craziness, right? Not returning somewhere. So someone's acting really interestingly to the point where they're not returning somewhere. And the reason that the acting out and acting like that and not returning somewhere is just trying to get your attention. They're just trying to get your attention. Someone is doing that really oddly because they're trying to get your attention. That's why I said from the beginning, like something may be going on with a legit business that you have, like a legit business deal that you have that you're tied into, that somebody, and those elements want to be a part of. But something's interesting there, like they could be finding out that this is interesting. Oh boy, where to begin? Let me run through this part really quickly. It's a lot. This is like you have a business deal going on with the fire sign energies, but they may make a lot of money, but they give you money, they don't give you money. But something's going on where somebody external that they're a part of that business. You knew that, and you did not know, acting out. They're starting to act out, and they may be indirectly acting. They're trying to. There's something wrong with threats on your partner. Something wrong with threats on your partner. They may not be threatening you, but they're threatening your partner because of money. So they're starting to threaten your partners and things of that nature because of money. It's because of money and drinking and the depression and things that from not receiving money. The depression and the drink is coming from the fact that they're not receiving any money. They're not receiving money from a business partnership that you didn't even know that they were involved in. And they're disappearing and things of that nature so you could get their attention and ask about them. They want you to ask about them. For some reason, they want you to ask about them. They want you to ask about them. But something's going on where like something's going on with being really how a partner makes money, being really oblivious to how your love partner or your business partner makes money on the side. But your friend or a coworker, they know that, and because they did a private investigation, they know that they're a part of it, and something's going on where like you're finding out that they are a part of it, and that's why they're disappearing. You're finding out that they are a part of it, and that's why they're disappearing. but they want you to ask about them and acting out. I keep getting acting out oddly. Like they want you to ask about them, but they're acting out oddly. However you want to look at acting out oddly. Or their love partners in the Taurus and the Libra and whatever, they may be acting out oddly because those elements want to be with you, or they want to sleep with you or something, or they just want to be with you, or something's going on with family members acting oddly. Something's interesting going on with family members acting oddly, but you're finding out a family member. You're finding out something really interesting that a family member did, or a private investigation that family for Aries. So a family member that you have is conducting a private investigation for an Aries or on an Aries that you're tied to, and you didn't know that. But something is becoming odd because something's going on with threats and from the Aquarian. Something's going on with threats from the Aquarian energy. Something's going on with threats from them, or they're threatening your partner, but Taurus knows that. So the Aquarian threatening your partner, the Taurus knows that. The Taurus knows that there. All right? Or whatever is going on. The resolution has the Wheel of Fortune energy. That's why I said making plans to leave secretively with Taurus elements. And we're going to sleep together. So when I said making plans secretively with Taurus elements, we're going to sleep together. The Wheel of Fortune will tell you however you want to look at sleep together. It's a male energy there. Sleep together. We're gonna hang out together. We're gonna whatever. Sleep together, hang out together, sleep at each other's house together, whatever. Threesome. I don't know. Something's going on interesting there with the Taurus element. Virgo extracted, Gemini extracted, Libra acting out because they're already tied to a Taurus, but they're friends. So the Libra tied to a Taurus, they're friends. They're friends. The disappearing Aquarian because Taurus likes you. The disappearing Aquarian because Taurus likes you, and something is interesting going on there. But the Wheel of Fortune because you're trying to sleep with one of those elements. Or the Aquarian, but overheard that. So when I said sleep with one of those elements, an Aquarian energy overheard something there. The Aquarian energy overheard something there. That could be why someone is. Oh, I see what's going on here. Oh, I see what's going on. This is like back to the Instagram and Facebooks and things of that nature. That somebody may want to see if you slept with someone, so they don't want to put a profile. They don't want to put up a profile picture of their face or something that will give them away. So the Aquarian could be doing that. Taurus could be doing that, but they just want to see someone is concealing their profile from you. One part of this is someone may want to see. Someone just wants to see if you slept with somebody. Or sometimes with taking, however, like they're looking at your stories or they're looking at your posts, but they want to see if you. For some reason, they think that they're going to get information out of your stories, out of your statuses. They think that they're going to get information that implies that you slept with someone. Or the Taurus, or you ended up sleeping with someone, and the Taurus element could be doing that. The Aquarian energy could be doing that, but they're jealous of. So the Aquarian energy trying to do that, doing that or not doing that, they're jealous of some element here. They're jealous of the Taurus, or the Libra is jealous there because of the Taurus attention towards you. Whatever. But some of the judgment about that, because the Eight of Cups energy is that you may end up the Eight of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Swords and making plans. The Chariot right next to them, making plans to go sleep with them, but don't want Aquarian to know that. So you may not want an Aquarian energy to know that. Do they not want you? They may not want you to know that they deal with each other on that level. Or they dealt with each other on that level. So the Aquarian, male, female, Taurus, male, female, you need to find Virgo. The Virgo disappeared because of envy. The Aquarian is becoming jealous or envy because of the attention that the element is giving you, or a Libra is that they're tied to. But the Libra may be disappearing from a situation. The Libra is just trying to disappear from a situation here. Whichever situation that they're trying to disappear from that. So either you slept with someone and somebody's trying to spy on you on social media, but they just want to find out if you did. You did or you did not. Or something's going on with private investigations and people concealing profile pictures. Or somebody just being obsessed with you and they don't want someone pulling away from you. Somebody pulled away from you. They did or they did not. Could be Aquarian, whatever, or a Libra, whatever. Somebody may have pulled away. That's why the Eight of Cups is there with the Seven of Swords. Some air sign, the Aquarian, whatever. They may have pulled away from you, but thinks you're with Taurus. They pulled away from you because they think you want to be with a Taurus, or you keep talking about the Taurus, or you pulled away, or they pulled away from you, but disguising profile. They're disguising their profile. So this is like a friend that you have is acting out for whatever reason. A friend that you have is acting out because of a business deal. They left them behind because you left them behind. You ignored them. Whatever pettiness is going on with them, but they don't want you to know. Still, they may not want you to know that you're. They don't want you to know that you're following them online. I mean, they don't want you to know that they are still looking at your pictures and stuff online. So they put up a different picture of someone else so that so that you won't know that they're looking at you. So that you won't know or realize that they're still looking at you, even if they're upset with you. But they're annoyed because of a failed business deal. They're annoyed because of a failed business deal that you had with them, or your partners had with them, that you didn't even know that they were involved with that. But something's becoming extreme with it because police are involved. That Taurus called. Something is becoming extreme because the Taurus called the police, or they're trying to. It just depends on what's going on. But something here is extreme for some reason. All right, let's see what the outcome is, Capricorn. The Seven of Pentacles energy is there, but I'm making more money now. So the Seven of Pentacles is I'm making more money. Yeah, so how it's Earth sign energy as well, because that's why I said earlier on in the reading, because somebody's trying to pay for something for you, making multiple people jealous. Because somebody's paying for something here for you, a vacation, a trip, or whatever it is, because somebody's paying for something here for you, it's making multiple people jealous for some reason. And it could be family members, business partners, a lover that you have, is whatever. That's why the Seven of Pentacles energy is there. Spending time with the Earth sign energies, helping the Earth sign energies, or they're helping you. But them helping you is causing people to act out erratically. Them helping you is causing people that they're tied to, or people that you're tied to, is causing those elements to act out erratically. People acted out erratically for whatever reason. But it has a lot to do with legitimate or not legitimate, or legitimate business deals. The Two of Wands energy is right next to the Seven of Pentacles energy there. Fire sign energies that you may still receive money from the fire sign energies, or you make money with them. But that's what people see. So making money, or people think that people may think. That's why I said earlier on in the reading, somebody may think that it doesn't have to be a unscrupulous business. It's just the fact that you do a business deal with someone that they have some type of extension that racks in a lot of money. They have somebody that you do business with. They added on an extension to it that you know about, you don't know about. They add on an extension to it that is racking in a lot of money. And you knew that, you didn't know that, but other people are involved, and something is going on with other people being involved, that you know that, or you don't know that, and they're acting out really interestingly on you, for good or for bad. They're acting out really interesting on you, but it's because you didn't know that they were involved, and they're acting strangely because they didn't receive money that a Sag was supposed to give them. They did not receive money that a Sag was supposed to give them. Or Aries was supposed to give them, a Leo, whatever, fire sign, that they were supposed to give them, whatever. It's interesting, but some part of that you didn't know. and people are concealing, people are what do you call it? People are disguising themselves on social media, or out while you're outside. Family members are watching you, whatever the craziness is there, or family members hooking up family members to watch you because of business. Family members hooking up other family members to watch you because of business. Outside on the street, or online, social media, Instagram, Facebook. It's interesting. Like, this could be a situation here where your marriage partner or your love partner, like, they do a secretive business with your family member, and you didn't know that. And your family member is watching you, or they're stalking you, but they're concealing their Instagram and Facebook profiles. That's one situation. Wow. Family member, co-worker, Coworkers conducting private investigations, and you didn't know that. If for good or for bad, they're trying to do that, or something's going on with business partners and a business deal that you're tied to that you didn't know, separate from your workplace. You didn't know that co-workers were involved in that business, and they're not receiving money from your boyfriend or your girlfriend that they promised them, and they're acting really interestingly, disappearing and all that kind of stuff. Friends, co-workers, I didn't know they were involved with that. I didn't know they were involved with that. Or something's going on with someone that you work with. Like somebody doesn't want to look like they're obsessed with you, or they don't want their partner. They don't want their partner to see you. They don't want their partner to see them looking at you. Whatever it is. So they're concealing, or they're swapping Instagram, Facebooks, and swapping Instagram like profile pictures and stuff, or something's going on with private investigations and things of that nature, and people disappearing because of envy and jealousy and not receiving money. And I didn't even know that I didn't know they were making money like that behind my back. I didn't know they were making money like that. But more people are involved that have been given money. More people are involved that have been given money. You're like, I didn't know that. But people are like disappearing from you, and you're like, why are they disappearing? But showing up on the news also. So I touched the Seven of Swords. Something's going on. Showing up on the news also. Something here is showing up on the news, like a threat, from a threat that somebody put out, or a police report, or what do you call that? Or the fact that somebody's missing and did not return. The fact that someone is missing and they didn't return, and a lot of that energy was coming off of the Aquarian energy there, or a Libra, or whatever. Or Gemini left because the Gemini is left intentionally. Nothing's really going on with them. It's the Aquarian. It's the Aquarian energy there. And something going on with them may show up maybe showing up on the news. But something there showing up doesn't have to be something here showing up on the news is shocking to you. Something here showing up on the news is shocking to you. But the only reason for it being shocking to you was you're missing some part of something here. So the only reason, because it's the only so yes, somebody's missing. The only reason for it being shocking to you is because you're missing some vital part of a business deal, because you're missing some type of vital part of information about a business deal here, and something extreme happened, and it's something part of it is showing up on the news, or potentially the Wheel of Fortune going toward arguing with fire signs. So the Wheel of Fortune going towards the Five of Wands is that you're arguing with fire sign energies. You feel the need to argue with them. They don't tell you something. This like you have a business partner, and they added on some type of addition, and that addition came with thirsty people. That addition to a business deal that you have going on with them, somehow it attracted thirsty people, and those thirsty people, you didn't know that thirsty people were involved there. And those thirsty people are acting up. They're not receiving money for some reason. And those thirsty people are acting out to the point where, I keep getting threats. The thirsty people, they're acting out to the point where there's threats. Like there's threats. Like somebody is trying to put threats out, or you didn't, but someone's going on extreme because some part of that is news potential. So you're like, what the hell is going on? Like you don't know what's happening, or you're oblivious to some part of a business deal here, or a regular workplace didn't tell you something, or your lover, your business partner didn't tell you something. This is like you have a business where you sell handbags, for example. You have a regular business where you sell handbags, but your business partner has like drug selling attached to it or something. and something's showing up on the news. Just an example. Something there is showing up on the news because something that your partner added on is causing problems with multiple people somehow, and they're acting out, and they're trying to come after you or something. You're like you're lost because you didn't know about the addition. You didn't know about something. That could be what you need to explain to police, or what you may need to explain there, or a Taurus to try to give you that information, or something's going on with somebody. Something's going on with somebody deems some part of that to be a legitimate business deal. Yes, but it could just be a good thing. You have a legitimate business going on, but you're not. Others people are really interesting ways into how to be a part of that with you, or you're not paying attention. You have, I see what's going on here. You may something may be the bomb about a business that you have. your own business. Like something may be the bomb about it. That's why you have family members watching you and stalking you, or coworkers or whatever. That's one part of it. Or but something's going on where but somebody may feel extracted from it, and you may be doing a really good job, but they want to be a part of it, and art's acting out, really disappearing and not calling you, and drinking and smoking and depression because you're not calling them, or you're not asking them to be a part of the business that you have going on. Your friend is acting like that. Your lover is acting like that. Hmm. Wow. This is like your friend. This is like you have a really good booming business, and air signs that are friends or whatever, Taurus, Aquarian, Libras. The air sign that's Gemini, Libra, Virgo, jealous. Somebody's jealous here. Like something's going on. That you have a really good business going on where whatever you sell, whatever craft you have, and it's sparking jealousy. The craft is sparking jealousy, but something's going on where you have something going, dance, sing, whatever. You have that going on, and you're not including friends or lovers in it, and they're acting out really oddly, not talking to you, not you're not reaching out to them, and they're trying to disappear on you. You know? Hmm. Wow, very interesting. For whatever reason, but somebody's acting out you didn't know some part of that you didn't know, and somebody's acting out really oddly. And it's something that's news potential about it, for good or for bad. Something is potentially shown up on the news, right? Because of an interaction. So something maybe may end up showing up on the news here for some reason because of an interaction or a reaction to something. An interaction or a reaction. Wow. Interesting. All right, Capricorn. Let me know how it resonates. Be well. Take care. Bye.